Hello, everyone. My name is Jack, and the Thor Love and Thunder trailer has just dropped, and it is bad. It's very bad. The trailer very much indicates that this film is going to be a bait and switch. The film is not going to be about Thor trying to find himself, trying to I don't know, find redemption or try to find his purpose in life, uh, which straight away is a stupid uh, thing anyway, because Thor has had three films to, try and find himself, uh, and they're going to have a fourth film to try and have Thor try and find himself. I mean, that doesn't make sense anyway. But it doesn't matter because Thor is not going to find himself. Thor is basically just going to hand the mantle on to female Thor. It is a basic bait and switch, but I've actually noticed also that in this trailer, it feels like a chick flick. It just feels. It doesn't feel like a Marvel film. It feels like a chick flick, like something that you would buy at a bottom bin, 99 cent or 99p store. Um, it 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 does not feel at all like like a Marvel film or a Thor film. It just feels like a chick flick, and I'm going to explain with the trailer. Um, Here we see Goro talking to some natives. Uh, talking about Thor and his journey. He talks about him having a dad bod and doing a workout session and having a god bod, right? That kind of comedy straight away feels very chick flick. It's a chick flick kind of comedy that you would have, and there's more of it later on. Um, but then we see for finding Mjolnir. Mjolnir is like you know close to him. He tries to grasp it, and then Mjolnir goes to the hand of Jane Fonda, and like it's very obvious just by this indication that it's basically a man with his balls and a woman just like taking his balls away. That is what it feels like with this thing. I mean, you saw how happy Thor is to actually see Mjolnir again, and he tries to grab it, but is just yanked away by female Thor, who is just so much more worthier than Thor. You know, even though they indicate in the trailer that this is like she actually faces off against her first bad guy. So and she literally says, "Oh, it's just my first bad guy," and it's like, yeah, yeah, your first bad guy. You've not had any training whatsoever, and I'm only guessing, but you've managed to beat them effortlessly because you are a strong, independent woman. That is what it's indicating here. And there is this particular like delivery which is really bad. Is just like Jane is really cringeworthy. Um, then oh yeah, you have this scene where you have four you have Jane saying, "How long has it been?" and for literally indicating how long it's been, like years, months, days, even like minutes and hours, and it's like, yeah, that is That is not a good look for basically um, a hero who has gone and uh, beaten so many like intergalactic beings, and you know has conquered giants and monsters, and even facing off against Thanos, who literally snapped half of the universe out of existence, and you're literally being very very like, oh yeah, yeah, I remember the exact day that you left. You know, it's very pathetic, and it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be, because like since like Thor and Jane Fonda, Jane Foster has broken up. Um, you know, he's gone on adventures. He's gone and like done many things, not only in his movies but also in his films. In like Avenger films and stuff like that. And you know, to have him literally still being hung up on Jane is very pathetic, very pathetic. And again, it's bringing down a character that is seen as being very strong, very masculine, and and like bringing him down to basically a cuck, and elevating this uh, woman who is just nothing. There's nothing endearing about her. There is nothing nice about her. She, you know, is not is not being portrayed as a very like strong or likable character, even in this trailer. Um, you know, they go to Olympus, I believe. Um, he like there's indications like he's still hung up on her and all that kind of stuff. Goro is seen in this. Uh, not really much to say about Goro. You know, I don't know the character, but yeah, he you know he doesn't seem like that much of a threat. He doesn't seem intimidating at all. Um, you know, ignoring like the comics and just looking at it through, you know, Christian Bale's appearance in makeup and all that, he doesn't seem threatening at all. So I don't know what else to say about Goro. Um, but yeah, you see some nice effects. Uh, you see again Jane beating up very very easily, very effortlessly, uh, a uh, load of strong men again. So yeah, that is, it's very obvious what that is indicating. And of course, she says in the trailer, "Oh yeah, that was just my first bad guy." So it's probably a different bad guy earlier on that she's talking about. But yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing new for the MCU. Uh, I don't like this look um for Thor's like outfit. Um, but apart from that, yeah, there's not much else to say. Um, oh yeah, in Gods We Trust. Yeah, I've just got to go to like, you know, this scene. This scene is, yeah. This scene here is very much the main thing that I think is very uh, chick flick, you know, a chick flick kind of movie, because you have Zeus here, flicking away like the disguise, and Thor is naked. And when we say naked, he is like properly naked. We have an indication of him there, and like they've literally blurred out his ass. They've literally blurred out his ass. So it could be that Thor does appear completely naked with his ass out, and uh, you know, it's it's kind of ironic, really, because you know Hollywood didn't Hollywood have this whole Me Too movement and all of these feminists saying, "Oh, stop objectifying women" and all that, and it's like, oh, so it's all right to objectify men then, right? Not only is he like got his top off, he has got his arse out, right? I mean, that is even more objectifying. If you're going to objectify someone, um, or you're going to go and be against it, then shouldn't you be against both sides, not just women, but also on men? I mean, look, if you want to go and show for being, very toned, very fit, very sexy with muscles and all that. Yeah, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. But don't go and then say stop objectifying women. Stop like making women look, um, you know, like sexual. Women are strong. Women are independent. We don't need any of this, beach body ready kind of attitude, right? Women should be beautiful just the way they look, and it's like, yeah, you wouldn't be saying that with Fat Thor, right? If it was Fat Thor that was naked, you would have um, you would have all of these girls who are fainting because of like sexy naked Thor. They wouldn't be fainting, they would be throwing up, right? If it was Fat Thor, they would be like, oh, that's disgusting. Oh, how could you let yourself go, you fat slob? That's what they would do. That's what they do, because it's all right to objectify men, not all right to objectify women. That's the double standards of Marvel, Disney, Hollywood as a whole. It's okay to objectify men, not women. Um, and then finally, you have this scene here where, you know, female Thor goes and says, "Should we help him?" And Valkyrie's like, "In a minute, in a minute. Do you want a grape?" Oh yeah, yeah. That's very good of you, girls. Again, objectifying a man, right? If the roles were reversed, everyone would say, "Oh, how dare those men objectify that naked woman? How despicable! How horrible! Oh, this is toxic masculinity and all this kind of stuff." And it's like, no, no, right? You can't have double standards. If you have double standards, it shows how hypocritical you are, not only to male characters, but to female characters as well. I mean, here we have female Thor and Valkyrie, who are supposed to basically be friends with Thor, and they are just like, yeah, we'll wait, just a moment, Oh, do you want a great? Let's go and enjoy the show. It's like, wow, that is how pathetic of you to again objectify men, right? Roles, if the roles were reversed, you wouldn't do that. You would, call it out. You would Me Too that shit, and you're just like, oh yeah, yeah, I mean, why should I like these two people? I mean, Valkyrie right here is like, we'll let him go in a minute. At least female Thor is actually saying, should we help him? But even then, it's like, no, like, you should help him automatically, right? Like, straight away, you should go down there, like, protect him. If he's obviously, he can't move, he can't, cover himself up, so he is in a bind. He can't defend himself, right? And you're just letting him be objectified by a huge audience and making fun of it, right? And it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. But yeah, I mean, what else can I say about the trailer? Um, the trailer just looks like it's going to be a bait and switch. Thor is going to go and talk about how great Jane Fonda is. I keep on saying Jane Fonda. I'm just going to call her Jane Fonda, right? Jane Foster. She's just going to go and objectify. Just going to go and have Jane Fonda. Uh, Jane Fonda. Just going to go and say Jane Foster is such a great Thor. Very heroic. She should be, the mighty Thor, which it all indicates. Valkyrie is most likely still going to rule Asgard. It's a bait and switch. That's all it is. It's a bait and switch. And I don't think I'm going to even bother with this film. I was tempted to watch this film because Thor is probably one of my favorite Avengers characters next to Iron Man. But yeah, I don't want to watch this. I wasn't interested in watching Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness because I heard what they were doing, and I knew that they were doing a load of reshoots, and a lot of people have already said how bad it is. And their only defense is, oh, it's Sam Raimi, and it's like, yeah, I don't care if it's Sam Raimi. It's not going to be good, and turns out I was right. And yeah, with Thor: Love and Thunder, it does look like it's going to be a bait and switch. Again, it's not going to be Thor's movie. It's going to be Jane Foster's movie, and I'm not interested. I'm not interested in this person. All I can say to watching this trailer is the MCU is alive and well, and we are going to have a lot more of this type of trash coming out in cinemas, and I think it's getting to the point where people are tired of it. They're tired of like the Marvel films. So yeah, I think these types of films are just going to start to make the Marvel cinematic universe collapse. So yeah, not looking forward to it. Don't care about it. And yeah, the beginning of the end of the MCU. Oh god. Anyway, like and subscribe, and yeah, bye.